Libra, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's an energy reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. So it's coming to you when you call it into you. I just record it and upload it. It comes to you when you call it into you, and it casts out for the week ahead. We begin with this message: nothing is wasted. Let's start. Libra, nothing is wasted often comes about when we need to understand or see the treasure in the trash heap. When we need to see the blessing in the bullshit. When we need to realize that something that we thought we've lost was not actually a loss. It was something that was put there to, what's the silver lining, essentially? So we look at nothing is wasted and we think, well, what is the silver lining? And that's what we're going to get to right now. Maybe you need to understand somehow what the good is in the bad. Or there's an opportunity that you will see that nobody else will. So let's get into it. Libra, this is a message for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It's an energy reading, so it comes to you when you call it in. But there is a new message every week for Libra, so here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. So remember to subscribe to this channel and select all notifications when you ring that notification bell, so that you will not only know when I upload your favorite content, you will also know when I go live, and you can participate in live events and community feeds and stuff like that. If you're looking for a personal reading because there's just something too deep and you need to deep dive into it, then come to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and that's where you can book and schedule a personal reading with me. It will come back to you in about 24 hours. So, quick turnaround. You'll get your answers. And that's it. I want to cleanse the energy. We have one additional card that fell out, so let's see what we get from it. Well, we have co-create with spirit. Now, crow and vulture aren't necessarily the easiest totems because they do delve into a darker side, and they both work with us coming from the dark or seeing the light in the dark, or bringing light to the dark, right? Carrying out the light from the dark and the light coming to be. Co-create with spirit. Crow spirit is listening very closely to God and believing in God. And really not asking anything else, Libra. So the universe is calling you to have faith this week. Whatever that means, let me say this to you. Crow is not an easy energy. It is very difficult. You have got to believe, you have got to find that light inside of you so that in this dark space, you will not give up. And then we have vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. He's looking back. Let's look at the cards. Vulture's looking back, crow is looking forward. So vulture is looking back to something that's happened. Nothing came out in the past, which means the past is disappearing, my friends. But it's looking back at it and trying to find the goodness in it. And then we have co-create with spirit. Okay, now in this dark space, how do I see the light moving forward? Where is it headed? And we have a card here to tell us. Be loyal to what you love. My friends, no matter how hard it is or how dark it seems, the universe is calling you to please not give up, to trust your heart in this matter. I am not talking, guys, when I say trust your heart, I am not talking about your feelings. And it's very difficult to separate feelings from vibrations. Your heart is not the center of your emotions. Your heart is the center of your soul. It's where God speaks to you through. It's the sort of the speaker system for your soul, which is God. God is your soul. Your soul is God. Your soul is the eternal. It's the little piece of God's self that God puts into you to make you alive and to experience life through your meat suit. So the heart is the soul speaking, and it's crying out to you this week, but it's in a dark space. And so you're going to need to really have faith this week in that voice. And if you do, you will never be in the dark. There will always be light. And it is that simple. It's just not easy. Because the dark gets very heavy and very scary. And that's when our brain in the dark, you don't want to trust your brain in the dark. Because our brain in the dark starts to run 1,000 miles a minute and think of the worst. It's hardwired to help us survive. Right? Well, we need to go and dig, Libras, to a deeper space this week. Right? And we need to find a reason to continue to be loyal to what it is that we love or who it is that we love. There is just a darkness happening, seeing the light, manifesting. Also, if you have crow, you're not victim to or subject to fate. This is part of your magic. Where do you want things to go? Part of it is making that decision. So God is going to be listening to your mind and to the words that you speak. And you will be co-creating with God to create your outcome. Damn. And then we have believe in yourself. This is Virgo energy coming out in the future, saying you are valuable and you are worth planting the seed. Trust yourself. It's important. Because you and your thoughts will decide the seed that grows. Holy crap. We have to go into a 7-card spread. I'm going to choose the 7th card now, and we'll go into the 7th cards, the 7th day cards. I call them the 7th day. Because what I'm going to choose is, this is for the week ahead, right? 1 day for each day of the week. We're going to choose the 7th day card now. And then go into it in the extended reading so that we can understand what that message is for the 7th day. We're going to get those 6 days coming up shortly. Okay, let's get to the first day. First day, there's a tower. So something shocking has happened to you. Something shocking has ended. Something shocking has completely something has been completely destroyed. Now, something, either this happens to you on the first day that you see this video, or it's already happened to you. It's just happened to you. So you already know what you're dealing with. It has to do with a complete debauchery. It's fallen apart. It's come apart. Completely. Something has completely deconstructed. And it was inevitable. God wants you to know that. So God needs you to know that there's nothing that you could have done to stop this from falling apart. It's not your fault. It wasn't your action. It wasn't your behavior. It was inevitable. It was fate. So God wanted it to fall apart. What is this, God? Every time there's a tower on the table, I like a little bit of clarification. Somebody went in a different direction than you expected them to go. Maybe somebody just wasn't ready to think about, or you went in a direction that or you're forced in a direction now that you needed to go, that you didn't really want to go. This is a card that says, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear. Somebody just pointed out how the swords, they don't cross right in front of the throat. They actually, there's a cross over your heart. And it's almost like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't know where my heart is. I don't know. I'm undecided. Or I need more information, right? It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You don't know what to do. You feel powerless, and sit in your powerlessness. This is day 2. Sit in your powerlessness because it's where you're supposed to be, right? We also have 2 of Wands here in the beginning, like something just sort of flung in a different direction that you didn't expect. Or that made your passions change. Maybe your passions changed in this moment. But ultimately then we have, 2-2, this sense of unbalance. 2 isn't a balanced number. 3 is a balanced number because you need that third divinity to be balanced. This is just something that is, I don't know which way I want to go. And then there's a sense of, I can't speak. I don't have anything to say. I don't know what to say. Or you were sideswiped. You don't know what to think. You don't know what to do. You can't know what to do. You can't know what to think. You don't have the information available to you yet, though I am going to try to suck out some of that information for you. All right? Because it's going to help you. This is Temperance. So something rushed in too quickly. Something didn't wait long enough. Didn't find an answer. Wasn't patient. It rushed too quickly. And that could give us a little bit of insight into why something got destroyed. This sense of it didn't work out because it wasn't patient, or it didn't listen. And it's like, yeah, there was some sort of malfunction here. Sagittarius energy in reverse is it didn't grow. Something didn't expand. And there is still confusion here as to why. But we get a little bit of insight in that there was impulsivity here. Because Temperance in reverse is often impulsivity. So something was impulsive. And it was stupid. Now, maybe somebody ended something impulsively, or something ended impulsively without the correct or proper information. And that's what the issue is we're dealing with, which is why you're needing a lot of faith. And then we have 8 of Wands. So on the 4th day, there's this opening of suddenly everything moves quickly, everything moves very fast. Or it's saying, there was impulsivity, we rushed in too quickly. But usually this is opportunity coming. This is usually options coming, right? Rushing in. Movement. There's movement here with 8 of Wands. There's stimulation and movement and potential. And then we have Pisces, which is shady. Or illusionary, or unexpected, mysterious. Because we also have the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. As in, you don't know where this comes from. And out of the land of mysteries, which is Pisces, suddenly these opportunities start to come in, and there's a happiness, and there's a happy space, and there's something to celebrate. This could be through friends or a connectivity. Beautiful energy that surprises you. So this is actually suddenly something starts to pick up. Let's get our 6th day. And then we have the Fool's card. Guys, God is now asking you then to take a leap of faith. Will you believe in this, even if you've gone through a lot of stuff that made you have a lot of room to doubt, right? We have the Two of Swords. God, what is this information that we need that we didn't know? Two of Swords clarifying the Two of Swords, which means God's not going to tell us. But how is it going to come out? What is the Eight of Swords then? Like what suddenly comes toward Libra? Please clarify. What suddenly comes toward Libra? Please clarify. An opportunity. So it is a beautiful opportunity coming at you this week. Sort of like you've worked really hard for this, or you've come full circle on this. It's like you've won the prize, or this sense of the light comes back on, the light turns back on. So really the universe is calling for you to sit in your frustration and fear. Something about the straw that broke the camel's back, that's a hint. Something that just like, it was too much. Somebody was taking on too much, or something happened too much too quickly, or somebody overburdened themselves and it got too much. Something was too much. Somebody got overwhelmed. Let's get a moon card. That's a little bit of a hint. Somebody got overwhelmed. Let's get a moon card for Libra. This is something in the past. Let's see what it was. Nothing is yet set in stone. That's another hint. It had something to do with something that was still in flux. Something that hadn't been solidified. It's almost like somebody rushed in really quickly to something that hadn't been solid yet. It's like trying to go into a building that, you know, the ground had just been laid, and you're wondering why everything is collapsing. So it's like things weren't firm yet, and somebody rushed in and took on too much, or expected too much all at once, and then things collapse. And that's what was in the past, the sense of it was still in flux, but the expectation was far beyond what was actually built and sustainable. So ultimately there's this energy of something is still worth the investment, but this is a setback. We're going to read the 7th day over in the extended, but I want to get more information here. What do you want Libra to do? It wants you to not give up. 100% come back to the edge. You've got to take this risk. And I know that faith sometimes can seem like risk, but you're going to be very happy that you did. Allow yourself, it's like, this is not the time to be cautious. This is the time to be faithful and proceed in the dark, even though you're scared and you can't see the way forward. It's like, feel that calling in your heart. Take that risk. You'll be happy that you did, that you came back and maybe showed yourself again, or showed up again, or yeah, you'll be happy that you did. We've got to get a spirit message. I want to get deeper into make time for self-care. That's in the beginning of this week. 100% Libra. Take some time to love you, love your situation, and not doubt yourself. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. Please go do this for yourself. Please go take care of yourself. Please go do this. It's essential. You need it. You must do this for yourself. Whatever you need to de-stress and decompress. We're going to dive deeper. The link to the extended is down below. I've pinned it to the top of the comment section for you. You can always just go to Born Without Boundaries on Vimeo, or you can go to my website. They're always there. I love you guys. I'll see you over there.